Welcome back to my YouTube channel, friends. Today we are going to learn predicates. So, what is a predicates and how you can use the predicates in our JDK 1.8? Let us see with the example how predicates we can implement and how predicate will be the part of my application. Now, there is a sample example is here. There is a package simple.feature and there is interface. In JDK 1.8, generally when you write interface, there you need to provide the implementation for the interface. Here I write one interface and I will provide one interface implementation for this interface. Now there is a class. This is the implementation I am providing and it is implements for my interface, and I am overriding the method public boolean my test, passing the parameter, and I test this condition. If I is greater than 10, then return true, else return false. I am writing a test method public static void main to test this application. String argument passing is equal to new my interface implementation class m dot my test and passing the value 20. I'm writing the condition for testing whether this value is greater than 10 or not. So boolean result is equal to, let's print the result. Let's say this example. Let's compile this example. Java C -d dot my interface IPL.java. We are missing one bracket there. I think this is the extra bracket that I wrote there. Compile and let's run this example. Simple dot feature dot my interface IPL. So this compile successful and run successfully also. So friends, this is how we are writing interface and providing implementation for this interface in JDK 1.7. But in JDK 1.8 you will see that if your if your interface contain only one abstract method, then you can single abstract method, then you can use this, or you can consider this interface as a functional interface. They are providing one annotation for functional interface in JDK 1.8, and you will see that wherever functional interface is applicable, there you can use lambda expression. So you need not to write this much line of code. So I am reducing this code, and instead of creating object, I will use lambda expression. Here is my interface. I'm passing this value with lambda expression. I'm testing this value I is greater than 10, and I'm calling interface method on this lambda expression. Let's save this example. Let us compile. It's compiled successfully. It is run. So it is running successfully also. So this is, friend, you can reduce the code with the help of functional interface. Now JDK 1.8 telling that if you are writing your own functional interface, better to use my own interface. So you need not to write your own interface for test such kind of small example, which is returning a small method that is returning the boolean method, that is returning the boolean as the return value. So don't need to write here your own function interface. Instead of that one, they are providing their own function interface called interface predicate, taking parameter, and it contains one method called as test. It takes any kind of inputs and it is returning boolean and only boolean value as a return type. So this is a functional interface they are providing in JDK 1.8. So means Oracle people brings this predicate concept and predicate functional interface in JDK 1.8. So this predicate we can use here instead of writing my own interface. Here you write your own interface. You need not to, if you can use predicate, you need not to write your own functional interface. Let us use a predicate. So it is taking as integer here because I am testing this condition for the integer type. So you need to take integer type here. If you are using string for testing the string, then you can use a here type as a string. So whenever you use predicate function, at that time you need to import the package java.util.function.predicate. This package you need to import while using the predicate functional interface. So let's say this example. Let's run this example. Java c -d dot my interface here. Now cannot find the symbol. So you will see that in interface there is only one test method is there. So you have to use that test method whenever you use a predicate. So this is test method I am using here. Let's compile this example. It is compiled successfully, and let's run this example. So it is run successfully also. So friends, this is how predicate you can use as a part of your application. Instead of writing your own functional interface for testing the simple condition which are returning a boolean value, or in your application wherever you write method that return the boolean value, there you can use a predicate